Greetings, fellow ne'er-do-wells and rapscallions. In episode 1, I completed my very first chunk, triggering the first real challenge of my quest for world domination. Fire making and woodcutting, both to 75. These are the tasks that stand between me and the world. And yet, no grand scheme ever came to fruition in one step. There were hundreds, thousands of them even. So, for now, we will focus on only the next step, as the next step is the most important one. Welcome to the Evil Chunk Lady series. This is my journey. So, there was one last thing I needed to take care of before getting into the woodcutting, the fletching, and the fire making, and that was getting to 31 attack. It was pretty easy. All I had to do was stab a lot of guards. I literally named this file stabbingguards.mp4. Once I got to 31 attack, I could then equip the adamant axe. Very, very important, as this is the best woodcutting axe that I can use for the foreseeable future, and it is the axe I will be using to get to 75 woodcutting. So here's a clip of me doing that. Evil Maggie, are you there? Yes, darling. Wait, I'm actually gonna save you. I'm gonna store the mysterious old man. We also just hit 61. We also just hit 31 attack, which is really big and important. Yes, I would love to perform in a mime show. Okay, everybody, this is my big break. There's a green man in the audience. Wait, I didn't see what you did! Improv. Cry. Surely that's what the mime did. Ooh, a mime mask? This mask is incredible! Oh my god, yes! Now I can equip an adamant axe, because I'm 31 attack, so... What was I doing? Fletching! I was gonna go do fletching now. Maybe, wait, why can't I chop? You do not have an axe, which you have the wood... Oh! I need one more wood cutting level to use this new adamant axe. Fuck my chunkus life, for real. Wow, I have a peanut in my lap. Pretty girl. I'm so happy that I have this deranged ass mime mask. You have to understand that, like, part of the bit is that my character is, like, kind of a psychopath. I mean, look at what I'm doing to this poor town. Deforestation, murdering law enforcement, stealing from tourists. Okay, so Marcus and Chiribaya are truly my favorites. So I need to find an animation for Chiribaya that doesn't break her. Because me when I us when we what the dog doing? The vet bill goes Chris. My dog is broken. Chiribaya is a breed name? What? Me and my white American self not knowing shit. Molossus is also a type of pupperino. Wait. me when I see my girlfriend. That is fletching 20, so I can actually try bell totems. These Ents, you see, I have never seen anything as sexy and beautiful and hot and alluring as these Ents. Oh! Lore drop, Auburnvale lore drop, actually. They are the ones who are doing the green guys everywhere. Look at my fucking evil mime face. I look psychotic. It's a beautiful totem. I like your totem. Indeed, look at this spit. Bitch, you... How dare! Uh-oh, the funny man broke the totem. Oh, there's a child. This... Classic white man, scientist man showing up to infiltrate the Auburn Vale culture and steal their goddamn totems. Unbelievable. Well, actually, my name is Ranulph, not Funny Man. No, his name's Funny Man. Notes? Notes are boring. I know how to carve them. Daddy showed me. Me when Daddy showed me how to carve? I shouldn't make that joke. That was a child who said that. Okay, we see three puppies. Three puppies of various shapes and sizes. So one is ox puppy, another is eagle puppy, and the other is snake puppy. What? Eyes say that's the totem finished. I don't speak like that. How dare you represent me that way? The ant fucking kicks the totem over. I'm mad. Do it again. Wait, that was kind of... I'm mad. Do it again. Oh my god, who is that? Who is that? Oh, I have makeup on. Who is that actress? Oh my god, it's Jennifer Coolidge. Wow. Oh my god. It was at this point that I was starting to realize what I had to do. The caliber of grind that was before me in order to progress this account. Either I could push to 90 fletching to finish my starting chunk, or I do 75 woodcutting and 75 fire making in the new chunk that I unlocked last episode. Either way, it's going to be a lot, but I think the obvious answer is going to 75 woodcutting and fire making. Of course, I'm gonna have to get my woodcutting up anyways in order to get the fletching levels. However, I was torn on exactly how I wanted to approach this conundrum. What was the best way to level these three skills in complement with one another, without wasting too much of my time, while also meaningfully making progress? The other option is, which makes me think I shouldn't even roll. Okay, bro, light the goddamn log. And that is that. We are done with this section of the fire making grind. Next up, 75! So, yeah, you kind of get the idea. I had to start back from scratch with fire making, going back to my favorite little dead tree spot all the way up to 15, which would unlock me the ability to burn oaks. And oaks is where I would be for a very, very long time. That mouse wiggling is me celebrating while in bed at night on my laptop, AFK woodcutting. Because unfortunately, this is not very entertaining content when I'm not streaming to people chatting with me. So, you know, we're gonna kind of spark notes certain parts of this. I got 45 woodcutting off of the oaks, and shortly afterward, I then finally was finished with oaks, for fire making, at least. And to celebrate, I finally went over and chopped my very first maple. May not seem like a very big deal, but for me, this was massive. You have to understand that I did not have access to willow trees this entire time. It was so painfully close. Here was the end of the chunk. And here are the willow trees. I mean well and truly when I say, my chunk is life, dude. Although my oak days were far from over in the fletching department, I finally was moving up in the world in woodcutting and fire making XP, and I was relishing in this moment. You can't tell because I did not have my microphone on at this moment, but I was very excited to get some better XP rates. Do you like my gay boy? And thus began the maple grind. I hung out with my queen, Marcus, in this exact spot, grinding my way to 60 woodcutting and 60 fire making, so that I could reach my next grind, which would be yew logs. I also began cataloging all of the unnamed NPCs in town, because content. Now, their photos are all in my Discord, and now they're just waiting to be given names. Here's a few little snippets of that. You have you, and you. Cheetah Enjoyer. That is so cute. And the earrings? I'm getting gender envy from this bitch right now. Are you serious? I love her. More mouse wiggling. Now that I was back to chopping level appropriate logs, I felt that I was flying through these levels. I was thrilled with my progress, reaching the 60 milestone just a few days after hitting 45. I also had stockpiled enough logs to hit 60 fire making, so that followed suit shortly afterward. I felt like I was really in control of this grind now. Oh, Maggie, you sweet summer child. So I did unlock this chunk famously a few streams ago, and the reason I guess I didn't really I unlocked it in my first like recap video I put on YouTube, but I did not show at all like what was in this chunk. It's a giant tree, and we've got magic tree spawns over here. We've got yew trees as well over here, and there's some stuff up in the mountains back there over here. Some enemy spawns that are pretty good, but we actually can't get up here yet, and it expands our access to the minigame that we are currently doing. Frank, you're edging me, bro. Ah, it's over. Goodbye forever, Oaks. Objectively, that is not even the worst part of this fletching grind, but it feels bad. It feels bad using logs I'm not supposed to. We have an unboxing to do. A Frank Droppings unboxing. We have 1,600 Veil offerings to open. Let's see what we got. Arrow tips, seeds, bird nest, feathers, very good. Roots. Let's go! That's a collection log item. Green man mask, baby. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I'm wearing Frank's goddamn face. Okay, let's keep going. More arrow tips, more feathers. All right, I think the mime mask is still on brand, but the green man mask we will use later. 200 XP per decoration? Are you fucking kidding me? That is 4 times more XP than I was getting before, dude. It feels like Christmas. I am enjoying my life. Oh my god, a black rabbit! Oh my god, new rabbit unlocked! Are you kidding me? You're so beautiful! I love you! Why is the run animation like that though? Bro's got a poopy in his butt. 60 offerings. That just gave me 60 offerings. I was getting like 10 to 20 on Oaks. Brother, we're cooking now. We're flying. We're soaring. Aladdin style. It's a whole new world. This is so much dopamine for me right now. This is so good. It's so bad for my ADHD to be so thoroughly dopamined out right now. Fletching 52. Give me a sec, Franklin. 53 fletching. Let's go. 54 fletching. 55 fletching. Oh my god, did you just disconnect my fucking second monitor? Peanut, what are you doing? Stop! Now she grabs my fucking mouth. Look at that! She's so evil. Nope, we got it. 56. Come play games? Okay, Flippa. I play game of pinball. Yes, pinball is fun. Pinball is fun. Uh, uh, what? Ah, what the fuck is going on? Bro, they're all flashing. What do you mean? Is it this one? This one's goddamn blue. Oh, that's what they mean. I understand now. Okay, now I am like pinball wizard. High octane pinballing content. Marcus, girl, what is you doing out here? Marcus, quick. Pop that pussy. 5 emeralds is actually epic. That's like genuinely a really good reward. 58 fletching. Kitty cat. Hi, beautiful. Are you okay? Fantastic. 60 fletching. Let's go. Oh, I fucked it. I fucked the totem. Unlocking maples supercharged the fletching grind for me. I went from 50 to 60 in what felt like a flash. But I knew that fletching had to go on the back burner if I wanted to unlock a new chunk anytime soon. I needed 90 fletching if I was to complete the chunk task that required fletching, but I just can't go straight for that. It's not sustainable, it's a recipe for burnout. So I decided to take a break during stream, collect my thoughts, and focus on woodcutting for a while in the interim. I am 63 woodcutting, and I have not chopped a yew tree yet. So, I think it's time. I think it's time that I chop some yew logs. Here we go. How long will it take? You're almost there. It would help if you actually hit the tree. You know, there's like a 3-foot gap between you and the tree. That's fine. You do you, boo. There we go. Yeah, now we're cooking. This was how long it took me to get one singular yew log. At this moment, I started to get the feeling that I may need to reevaluate my approach, but I still proceeded as normal for a bit longer before I really took a hard look at it. Do you know how much I need to burn for fire making? Okay, I need to burn like 4,600 of them. I just got 3. This is important. This is gonna be like the next many hours of my life. What? 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 There is no way they put that dance in this game. There is no fucking way they put that bunny hop dance. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Please tell me I'm seeing things. I love bunny girl Marcus.
Okay, so I have asked all of my friends. I have looked everywhere on the internet. I've watched YouTube Fortnite emote compilations and I can't find this dance. I don't know where it's from. Please help. I'm about to do a demonstration, okay? I've been practicing, so please be nice to me. So you go like this. With your hands first, okay? And then you go like this. It's kind of hard. I feel like I'm not coordinated enough to do it. It's like, you go like this. I feel like I'm gonna throw my back out.
No. No. Isadora, why? Isadora, please. Please get help. I filled an inventory of yew logs. I feel like I'm like trying to saw my own head off. We're bunny hopping, baby. You do not want to mess with the girl holding the underhand axe crab walking at you down the street. Hi. Whoa! You kicked my coffee. What was that? Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, one of the best albums of the 2000s. One of my all-time favorite pop albums. It goes so hard. The guitarist who plays on a lot of this album was the guitarist from Evanescence. And you can tell. I'd like to call to attention the fact that I have about 100 U logs thus far, and I need, for fire making alone, I need like 4,500 of them. It was clear what I had to do. Woodcutting and fire making needed to be my primary focus. What then happened was one of my favorite moments of this entire account thus far. Here are some clips from the stream when it happened, and I'll go more in depth after the fact. This is very interesting. So yews and maples are actually very comparable. That is 64 wood cutting. It took about 20 minutes to get 100 maple logs. I'm pretty sure it took much more time to get the yew logs. What I need to know is that, is it worth it to make the wood cutting grind faster at the expense of making the fletching grind longer? At this point, I went on to sit down and calculate exactly which log was better to invest the next several dozens of hours of my time into. Figuring this out on stream was a bit, disorganized and chaotic, but eventually I opened Notepad and started jotting it all down in there. For the sake of time and clarity, I will summarize my findings. At a minimum, I should be able to get around 300 maple logs per hour and 100 yew logs per hour. I then calculated exactly how many logs I would need to go from 60 to 75 fire making and 60 to 80 fletching. I would hit 75 wood cutting by stocking up for the other two skills. For yew logs, I needed 4,626 for fire making and 3,852 for fletching, totaling at 8,478. For maple logs, I needed 6,939 for fire making and 6,905 for fletching, totaling 13,844. Combining these two calculations, I found that the yew logs would take a whopping 85 hours to collect. For maple logs, almost half the time, taking about 46.5 hours. The next thing I needed to do was calculate the time it would take to level fire making and fletching with each respective log. For fletching, it will take around 21 hours with maples and 13 hours for yews. For fire making, using the AFK XP per hour instead of the active XP per hour, maples will take 10.5 hours and yew will take 7 hours. Lastly, I combined my time calculations to find that the yew path would take a grand total of 105.5 hours. Maples? Only 78.5 hours. Maple was the fastest, and it wasn't close. While it was obvious that using yew logs with fire making and fletching would shave off a lot of time, I was astounded at the difference in time required to stockpile those logs compared to maples. I am so glad that I questioned the typical level progression here, and I was really proud of myself for figuring this out. And this is what I love about the Chunkman mode. There is no meta, you're on your own. You need to figure out the best answers to your problems with the limited options you have. It creates a truly unique experience, tailored specifically to my account. And now, all I had to do was execute the plan. 75 fire making, 75 wood cutting. All from maples. We are resurrecting our dark god, John Torres, back from the dead. Hold on, this can be enhanced. So this is what we do on this stream. This is very important for the wood cutting XP per hour, by the way. Yes! Smooch! Oh my god. Boyfriend unlocked. Take this as a reward. You can exchange it at the Varrock clothes store for a costume. You motherfucker. I can't go to Varrock. This is a region lock, Prince. This is what I get. This is what I get for depending on a man. Yippee! 65 woodcutting. This is very important. Maybe John is actually not a farm boy, and maybe he's like a real estate agent. A Karen real estate agent. What does Marcus do? You know what? Marcus is a totem carver. He knows his way around poles. 69 woodcutting! Let's go! Biggest monument of the playthrough so far. All right, that's 69 woodcutting. Back to the Yowie. He knows his way around a pole, and with a knife, and with green puppies. Marcus, the local pole man, that's his official title, is pole man, teaches him the ways of the poles. Said with very little chalant. Wait, so nonchalant. What is chalant if nonchalant is a word? Very little chalant. No man, beautiful Bob or not, was going to get in his way, but a pink-haired psycho lady? That was a different story. 70 wood cutting! That's a big milestone. My brother in Christ, what is happening to you? How many streams can Maggie get through with where the only like actual digestible thing she does is just like do obnoxious shit with NPCs in the creator's kit? Yeah, that is all the evil squirrels that we need. Yay! 75 woodcutting! Yay! This is actually my first time ever in general chopping a magic tree. I have not gotten woodcutting this high, even on my main. Time to complete this chunk task. Let's see how long it takes. I'm a little scared. Yay! Oh, that's so big. Oh my gosh. Ah! It's so sparkly. Look at the icon. Yeah! Wood cutting was done, and I had enough logs to get 75 fire making. Starting from level 60, all I had to do was lock in, throw one piece on my TV, and do the grind. Except I kinda lied. There was one more task I needed to do, although it was relatively quick. I needed to hit 40 defense so that I could equip a maple shield. Now, this task was interchangeable, meaning that I could have either equipped a maple shield, a yew shield, or a magic shield. The reason I chose a maple shield is because I have the fletching level to craft it. Despite the fact that they all require 40 defense, the magic shield is the best shield. However, it requires 87 fletching. The yew shield requires 72 fletching, and the maple shield only requires 57. Now, I know that this is not the best option that I could potentially craft, but I am saving the fletching grind. I do not want to do it all at once. Like I said before, it's a recipe for burnout. If I push to 87, that's basically the whole grind. So we went with maples for now, and we will go for the magic shield later on once I unlock forestry. So originally, when I did the math on leveling fire making, I did the math based off of the AFK method instead of the active method. And the difference in XP per hour with the AFK method versus the active method was crazy. Like the AFK method is 80,000 XP per hour with maples, and the active is 130,000. It is so much more XP per hour that if I can even remotely afford the strain on my fingers to do it, I should do it. In order to get 75 fire making, I have basically burnt down the whole town. This is such a massive waste of resources. To hit 75, I have to burn about 6,900 logs. That is how many logs I would need to hit 80 fletching, a far more useful skill. Ooh, beekeeper, hold on. Build a new hive. I can build a new hive. Let's take a look. Body, entrance, legs, lid, confirm. Give me your loot. Beekeeper's gloves. You girls got gloves now. One more log. Yay! We did it! Oh! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's so awesome. Now for the real task. Oh, burn a magic log. That's what we gotta do. Yes! Burn magic logs. That's it. Let's do it. Let's do the roll. All right, here we go. Come on. What do we got? The final fire has been lit, and within its embers lies my salvation. Auburnvale is not enough. I need more. And more is exactly what I am to get, one step at a time. Each completed task hardens my resolve further. Next episode, my reach will expand much further. But that's a story for another day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps. Follow me on Twitch to follow along with my journey live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings, Eastern Standard Time. And with that, thank you for watching.